gals, aliens, and DJ freaks. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, I show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystem. So welcome to the middle of the week. I can't even talk. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I was trying to say happy hump day and Wednesday at the same time, and that'll get you jumbled up right there, guys. So what is going on? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. We have Bitcoin doing some interesting things right now, guys. We are actually above 65,000 again. And guys, we actually saw some interesting moves and some really nice tests above 65,000 two different times, and the rejection was very short-lived. So this is what is showing me that we are actually going to be trading pretty possibly up to this $70,000 level a lot sooner than we were expecting, guys. So if you were expecting this same thing, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 in the chat if you were feeling just a little, possibly a little bearish. But I don't know how you could be feeling bearish at these times, because we've had such good sentiment in the market and people are feeling a little bit more bullish now. We were coming down on a downtrend before we had the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump, which was unsuccessful, but also spurred a lot of bullish sentiment in the market, in crypto, and also giving more of a favorability towards Trump in the election, which his favorability went up and approval went up 70%. And there is a 70% and 80% chance now across speculation and across the sentiment for the election that he will be the winner. And so if you didn't know, J.D. Vance is his running mate for vice president. And there's some, controversy with that, because people say, hey, this guy's got some skeletons in his closet. I don't know what politician doesn't have any skeletons in their closet. But if you think about it, I think the positive thing is that he's pro-Bitcoin. He's a Bitcoiner. He's got a big Bitcoin balance. And also the backlash, though, with this particular person, J.D. Vance, is that people were giving him a hard time with the tweets that he was sending about COVID times, and where he was very pro lockdown and vaccinations, and pro firing people and nurses if they were refusing to get the vaccine, and just things like that. So a little bit more radicalized in that section, but we'll see if while the research just came out, it's definitely thoughts have changed, and hopefully people like that have pivoted. So we'll see. We will see what happens. But with that being said, speaking of Trump, we are expected to see Trump at the Bitcoin conference. He will be speaking still, along with speakers like RFK Jr., Michael Saylor, Kathy Wood, Russell Brand, Edward Snowden, and we have a lot of other speakers that are going to be there, people that you guys obviously know in the space. You're going to see the Altcoin Daily guys. You're going to see a lot of people there, so it's going to be cool. And let me know if you're going, because if you are going, make sure you guys go to the Moon show on the live shows and use their link, because I think you'll get 10% off your ticket if you want to go to the conference. And so we're going to be there. We're going to be repping the Moon. We're going to be repping our own channel and some coins like XYO. And we're going to try and meet up with the Kendu Inu team as well. The Kendu Chads are going to be around the area, so we're gonna find them. And we're also going to be we're going to have some BITFLEX merch as well. So shout out to the partners of the channel, BITFLEX. You guys are awesome, and they're going to be hooking me up with some merch to be able to give out to the community. So it's going to be awesome. Thank you guys so much. And also, speaking of BITFLEX, we got the treasure giveaway going on still if you guys want to use my referral code. And just want to let you guys know that BITFLEX is a solid exchange, and they have really good point systems where you get these flex points. So when you trade, you get a bonus, but also you get these flex points. And with those flex points, you can use it to get, items and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. So, all right, with the shilling out of the way, just make sure you guys go to look at this. Look at the difference of the gas fees from yesterday to today. Yesterday and the day before, the gas fees were a measly $5-6. Now they're going to run you about a $25-30 per transaction on Ethereum right now. That is pretty crazy. So, but make sure you guys are in the Discord. This is where you're going to see who is in the Dano Dojo crew. And right now it's a real small community. So like it's really easy for you guys to be able to talk amongst yourselves, and it's not too oversaturated, and we can all learn from each other, and we can see how our trades are doing. Maybe we tip each other off on some projects and things like that. And we see how this thing can grow. And we have some fun too. So make sure you guys are in the links. All right, so I wanted to remind you, you got to go to danielcurtisnews.com, and you can get some crypto tickers right off the bat off your phone, and you can show people Bitcoin going to the moon in real time. Did you know that? Well, you do it by going to this website. And you can also see what's happening to the altcoins and the crypto market as a whole on the crypto bubbles. You can go to the daily. Let's go to the daily on the top 100 and let's see what's happening. We got Injective 10%, Core 10%. We got, what is this, WorldCoin? Is this, yeah, WorldCoin 21%. We got Tau up 9, or BitTensor up 9%. Then we have Lido DAO up 7%, Pith 4.4%, Ronin Chain 3%, Gala 7%. See on the hourly here, Filecoin up 2%. Let's see the 200 list here. So it's not looking too bad, not looking too bad. So all right, so let's see. We're gonna go down our tweets here. We had a couple things, but make sure you guys are following me at DanoCrypto904. We go live 2 times a day, Monday through Friday, 11:30 Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so this is how I'm sure you feel. Any crypto, as soon as you sell it, it ends up just going whoosh. And a lot of the times it's Bitcoin. When you end up selling some of your Bitcoin, that's when Bitcoin decides to just start running, and you're like, son of a gun. And then you think, all right, my take profit strategy is perfect. You're like, look at this, I got this. I'll take profits. I'll take some profits. Hashoom. And that market just takes that pizza. I should do a re-edit this video. We got Weaponized FOMO. Shout out to Weaponized FOMO. Watching with the Rothy on the big screen. Hell yeah, you guys are dope. 2 OGs. Shout out to Weaponized FOMO and Big Daddy Super Balls Rothschild. Big Daddy Super Balls Floyd Rothschild. Awesome. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, welcome back. Hope you guys had a good vacation. You're charged. You're ready to go. All right, so world's largest bank, ICBC, says Bitcoin solves the gold problem of divisibility and being inconvenient to carry. Inconvenient to carry. No shit. I have this sack of gold. Let me get this sack of gold across the border into this plane so then I can go and spend it. No, like I can take my Bitcoin on my phone across the border, across wherever, or, you know, a flight, and I can then say, here's the, I could just transfer. I can maybe even transfer it before I even go where I'm supposed to go. But that's just if you're wanting to go somewhere with it. You going to give someone a paper note? That's how the whole scam started, by the way, guys. The whole financial scam started by the inconvenience of holding hard assets like gold. And then someone real smart thought to themselves, ooh, these people are giving out IOUs and paper receipts for gold transfers because they don't want to make the transfer right now, and it's also inconvenient. So, okay, what if we tell them that we have more than what we actually have? And now so you get it. And now that's where the whole scam started. It's actually how the whole banking scam started with paper money. Paper money. Very interesting. It is very, very interesting. All right, so we're going to keep going down the tweets here. It's people who bought Bitcoin during the last week's dips. They are feeling kind of like Trump walking into the RNC. And then we have giant Bitcoin logo projected onto Germany's tallest tower. Super bullish. And then we have people that are just now finally, you know, they're starting to realize and they're getting bullish.
8% of young folks say they want it, and I'll tell you why. Why do people love Bitcoin? Why do they love crypto? Well, I got to tell you something. 28% of young folks say they want it, and I'll tell you why. Going back to 2013, the number one asset, the number one performing asset, Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. How much? How about 315,000%? 315,000%. Why do people?
I love his reaction. Because his reaction sounds like a crypto streamer. 315,000%. Come on, guys. Come on. That's like I love his reactions. Because it's true. You should be reacting like that. All right. Why should you be reacting like that? Well, we have been talking about this. We've mentioned this before, but we want to remind you guys that the balance of crypto, particularly Bitcoin and Ethereum on exchanges is predicted and metriced to dry up in 8 months. Now, that is actually very perfectly lined up with what we have been talking about and showing you this picture of how we have the cycle and how the cycle runs in bull markets and bear markets. We have a year after the halving before we start to see max peak like pop off prices when it comes to Bitcoin and then ultimately the altcoins that follow suit. And because we have a different regulatory market framework and sentiment around altcoins and Ethereum getting the ETF, spot ETF, then that is going to give sentiment across altcoins is going to be better. We're going to have more institutional money going into more of the blue chips that are under Ethereum. And then when Ethereum is breaking its all-time highs, we're going to see all these things that we've been talking about, and maybe the things that you've been researching as well that's under all these chains are going to start seeing a floodgate into those coins. And the liquidity is just going to grow. But it takes about a year. But think about it. We're 3 months into the halving, and just do the math. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You got 8 more months, and this lines up so perfectly with a supply shock, a supply crunch. It says miners are adjusting to higher costs and reduced rewards. Many may sell part of their reserves before the halving to sustain operations, potentially increasing supply temporarily before a long-term decline post-halving. Now, the surge in institutional interest has stabilized and drastically increased demand for Bitcoin. This increase is likely to exacerbate the shortage and push prices higher after the halving. So it's going to be really interesting, guys. All right, so let's see how Bitcoin is doing right now. Let's look at That's funny. That's hilarious. That Big Daddy said we go on vacation during the dip, so we ain't got to listen to Lifer trying to fud us out. That's funny. That's funny. All right, so it's looking like we're getting some decent. I mean, no, the MACD, and actually the MACD is good because we got the RSI little bullish divergence here. Nice little spread. I think the spread here might get a little cross up. We get a little test up. This is looking actually really good. This is looking decent because we start getting that cross, baby. We already got the cross here. So we start edging up, and then oh yeah, let's do it. I think we can do it, guys. I think we can do it. It's possible. I believe. All right, so let's see what's actually trending on Morales Money. Shout out to Ivan on Tech. Shout out to Morales Money. We're going to look at the updated trending list here. So right now the trending list is Polytrade. We got Entangle, Popcat. We've been seeing Popcat has been actually doing some mass volume. So I haven't done any research into Popcat. Not too familiar. So was Popcat the airdrop, one of the airdrop tokens or projects for Jupiter? I think so. I think it was. And then we got Maple Token. I remember I can't remember who mentioned Maple Token, brought it up to me again. I was like, oh, okay, I remember this from last year. And then we have ApeCoin, DMT, Sushi Token. Sushi Swap and Uniswap, we have to remember about these DEX tokens. So think Uniswap, Sushi Swap. We have Pancake Swap. We have Quick Swap. What else? We have Squid Grow has their own type of swap as well. And then you have you got Radium, you have Orca, Jupiter. There's so many, but there are the top ones that are providing a lot of the liquidity and the liquidity pools for these major tokens. So I think about it, if you're smart, you hold those tokens as well. And you're also playing off of the fact that those are going to be used. And then those tokens also, you can provide liquidity with those tokens. And you also have pools and opportunities by holding these tokens whilst you're in the DeFi protocol. Keyboard Cat apparently coming back. We were mentioning about Keyboard Cat on base, but we don't want to spread ourselves too thin on base. We're basically just we're in Brett. We're just gonna stick with Brett. We think Brett could easily hit a $15 billion market cap or a $20 billion market cap from here. It's just easy. It's possible. It's the onboarder for the base chain. We have to think that the market as a whole is going to increase liquidity. We have to get the 2 point that we're so low. We're like, come on, the whole market really out of all these projects only has 2.7 trillion of the money of the world. And you're telling me we don't have some room to grow? We have some room to grow. Now remember Moo. We got Moo on Solana. These are the things that are trending currently. All right, so let's go to the meme section here. We're going to go to the meme section and let's talk about them. Let's talk about them. We still have Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Dog with Hat, BONK. Let's go by market cap as the highest market cap. Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Dog with Hat, BONK, Floki, Brett, and Popcat. It's so crazy that these right here, in terms of market cap, have gotten as high as they have achieved, along with just getting up. It shows the strength. If these things can hold on through a year or a cycle, this is where the territory is leading into over $11 billion market caps, $17 billion market caps. And the structure of fundamentals, and you guys having to cope with the fact that now it's memes that have taken over the fundamental projects. That's kind of where we're at. Something triggered. I heard something trigger, and we're going to look at what it was. Was it a stop loss? I think it might have been a stop loss. Hopefully it was a take profit. Let's see. I think it was a stop loss. Yeah. I had a stop loss set on Brett. Let's see. Let's check it. Yep, it was. Okay, so we might have, so did we have the market kind of go, oh, yeah, so we got BTC going down just a little bit. Yep. So we had to hit some resistance here. We were hitting some resistance at that other $65,000 level here, man. Or actually we hit, 65.4, we hit that resistance. We just started trading below the 20 SMA. We got rejected off of it. Where could we be going from here? Well, in the short term, it looks like the next level could be just the bottom of this band, and then we hit this support, and we just go boop, and we just hit it and bounce off again. Could be here, right? Could be this right here, and we go back up and test it one more time. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. Yeah, shout out to all the people that are watching. I really appreciate you guys. We almost got this thing up to 20 likes. Let's go. Let's go. How many people do we have watching on X? Sometimes X is, they're friendly, and we'll have about like 50 people on X. But instead of 50, we have 5, but that's okay. That's okay. We forgive you, X. We forgive you, YouTube. We know you'll push us. We know you'll push us eventually. Okay, so we wanted to play this little clip here.
Its first trading price. It had held
another
the support
stop
very
loss
nicely.
being
Now
hit.
it's bouncing off support. So Foxy is going to be interesting to follow.
Yeah,
I'm not sure exactly
because
what
we're
this
kind of
is.
sliding down.
Fox.
Bitcoin
I mean, Foxy
sliding
is a
down.
Fox. It is done by the consensus team, which is MetaMask. Coinbase, they also tweet Foxy is a Fox. It never went. Coinbase posted the Fox, and Foxy, you know, the meme coin, also posted the Fox. Okay. I don't know what the hell this is. Foxy has been doing quite well. I mean, it has this. It never went below the mint price, the ICO price, or how to say, the first trading price. It had held the support very nicely. Now it's bouncing off support. So Foxy is going to be interesting to follow. I'm not sure exactly like what this is. Fox. I mean, Foxy is a Fox. It is done by the consensus team.
Okay, so we've talked about Foxy before because we actually, who and how many of you received the Foxy airdrop? Put a 1 in the chat if you actually received the Foxy airdrop. And put a Fox. You could put a Fox in the chat as well if you indeed received the airdrop. Because we received the airdrop. We received the Foxy airdrop, and we received 5,000 Foxy. And so at the highest point of its all-time high, it reached a value of $140 or so. But we didn't sell any. We've just kept it. We were just curious. We're like, look, we're not going to sell it. We're just going to keep it, see what happens. I'm curious as how many people actually received the Foxy airdrop. Yeah, we're feeling pretty bullish on this particular one because of the nature of what it is. All right. Let's go down the rabbit hole here for a second, and then we're going to be ending the stream here in just about. We're going to end it at 12. We're going Solana right now. And guys, yesterday, did you see the insanity that was PONKE? PONKE was just ripping. PONKE was ripping to the upside. It was trying to get to this target of 69 cents where I initially was thinking it was going to go. I mean, we've been charting this thing for a while, and we were thinking to ourselves, wow, like if any meme coin right now has the potential of getting to $1 billion just like Brett, it's PONKE. It's PONKE. And then we have others in our list, too, that we think have the potential of doing that. And that is PEIPEI. PEIPEI has the backing now of a lot of KOLs. Da Vinci has officially named himself the ambassador of PEIPEI. So, I mean, he's putting his reputation and staking a lot of dough on the line for this thing to be successful. So, I would just, I mean, I'm kind of following the lead, but I already was invested before Da Vinci came on board. I actually bought a bag of PEIPEI when I saw Jake Gagan kind of flirting at the idea that this might be a potential narrative, the Chinese narrative. And I was also seeing the narrative myself by looking in Dex Screener and Dex Tools and just seeing all the different types of Chinese themed map fear character narratives being pushed out into the market. And I was thinking, okay, let it cool off a little bit and let me see which ones end up in the dust and let me see which ones end up on top. And then now we see that the Chinese PEPE, I've been calling it PEIPEI, has broken all the metrics in terms of it being a successful meme coin with the community. They're doing constant spaces. They do spaces almost every day, and they're getting a lot of people to come up and talk. They're very friendly to people that come up in the spaces. And shout out to Big Hutch, who has been hosting those spaces. And I think also like Red Frog, and also for their ability to kind of keep the momentum. And so, because once you get to down here, it's really interesting. Once you have all these like momentum highs, and then you have this like, you have some, sell-offs, you get a lot of people pissed and mad and stuff like that, and they think the project's a scam and this and that. And then you see the recovery, and then you see what can happen after the fact. And we're actually experiencing, I think, this right now with DOOGLE. DOOGLE is one of these things that I kind of got into a little early. And this is because I'm only just trading off of of a narrative that I'm following with the meme coins sector specifically, is the map Führer characters, because that has what was the key starter of the 2023 craze in crypto Twitter, and for a flippening out of NFTs into meme coins. Okay, so this is why I'm trading off this narrative. And so this was one of the characters and a token that I thought, okay, it's getting some pretty decent traction. The chart looks good. And so we're just kind of taking that same philosophy and strategy for this one, because it is such a low market cap that when it starts to get into the $100 million market cap territory, we didn't sell any of our bag in the points where you get the price capitulation sell-offs like this. And then there is always the potential of a rug, and this in anything that you invest in getting rugged. I mean, it is not off the table, and you have to think about that. So this is not financial advice, and this also is for entertainment purposes only. You can actually absolutely lose everything, and everything is going to go to zero. Just as a reminder, guys. Just as a reminder, just because you got into crypto doesn't mean you're going to be immediately rich, or investing that you're going to just like all of a sudden become rich. And I think any smart investor, a person that's been in any markets, will tell you that they probably got chewed up a couple of times and got spit out. All right, so I'm curious to see what Bitcoin is doing now, and see if it is going to be bouncing off of any of these levels right now. Let's see. We're getting tight. We're getting tight on the 5-minute. Got some levels here that could be hit. 64.2. Could be seeing some more sell-off here. This looks like a good level we could be trading back down into. Looks like could be like a... Yeah. Looking more likely that we go down to this 64.2. We'll get some red dots on the cipher. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling right now? How are you feeling about the overall market? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling bullish? Are you feeling bearish? I'd like to know your thoughts in the chat. And also, guys, make sure you are using all the links in the description, and you're using a NordVPN, because it is the thing that you need just in general for when you're surfing the internet. And also when you sign up with my code, you also, obviously, you get a discount. And you can use it on your phone, and you can use it across all things. You can do MeshNet. You can do all these cool things. And so then you do that, and then you go in and use all the links in the description to help directly support the channel. And also, if you haven't hit the like button yet, please do so. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button and also ding the bell, because that will get you notified whenever I go live. All right, so are we getting some reversal, or are we getting this level slid down the band? The volume's not there. Yeah, it's looking more likely that we get a slide down. We get a slide down. We did make some profits though. We did make some decent profits. We were just up right now on our particular trading account. We are actually trading on STG right now and Brett. These things are moving like really nice when we start to see the markets pump. And so I am kind of trading off of the fact that the last time we saw a run on STG, it was nasty. It was amazing. I mean, look at this run on STG. And we got this really nice descending wedge here forming. I mean, this thing is just like primed to pop off and at least climb up and test up into these levels. The reason why I had take profits set at these levels right here at 66 cents, and also there's a take profit level right here. And there's a nice sweet one right here if you're just like feeling a little sketchy, if there's more resistance right here. But this thing could get up to 57 cents very fast. So you can see the support here that we're sitting at. We're sitting at really nice support. And so definitely some potential with STG. And so this is why we are going into this particular trade. We just got stopped out on it, but we're going to get back in. We're going to get back in, but we just got to watch and see what Bitcoin's doing, because we could get some consolidation possibly back into this level if we're looking at the short-term time frames. We don't feel like shorting right now, but we want to catch some longs on support. So this would be an area of, say, if I wanted to go in and put in a limit order right here, I would just do so. I would say, okay, you know, this would be a sweet limit order here. I can put it in here. We'll put in that limit order. Price could potentially magnet towards there. And if it doesn't, that's fine too. I think we're going to whack this back just a little bit. And what did we have in this one? I think we started with, we just started with 20 USDT. We'll hit that limit right there, and we'll see. We might even hit this limit right here. And we'll see what happens. Because then that would be a nice bounce point. And we'll check with Bitcoin. See if Bitcoin is actually doing what we're saying it's going to do. It looks more likely in the short-term time frame, if you're looking on the 5-minute, that we just kind of start trading down when we hit here. MACD's looking like it. Getting some nice selling right now. We're getting real tight in here on this chart to see if we can scoop up some real low levels off this support. We're going to try and long support. Look, support right here. Boom, boom. So we'll see what happens. Well, all right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We just wanted to give you just a little bit of the scoop of what's happening in the markets. Just a little bit of the scoop. Want to make sure if we didn't miss anything. We had a couple tweets. Yeah, we wanted to remind you about this one. This one is a good reminder of you have to have a more long-term strategy for investing. This guy said, well, Bitcoin has stabilized at almost exactly $14 a coin, and I'm tired of waiting for a jump, so I'm taking the loss and getting my cash back. And this was July 11th, 2015. Terrible. 400,000% gains fumbled. And then we got Chinese banks are investing huge money in Hong Kong's Bitcoin, and actually it was just breaking news that it's potential that President Xi suffered a stroke. So I don't know if that, I was seeing that break. So that is a potential that just happened. So there's just like some crazy stuff. There's just some stuff happening all across the world, man. And then we got Bitcoin. I still think sitting in a massive cup and handle pattern. If you're looking at the weekly chart, yeah. And then we have Michael Saylor. Don't miss the flight on Bitcoin. Don't miss the flight on Bitcoin. And then this is interesting. I love the guy's reaction here.
Where you put up 100% of the capital, you're the mutual fund shareholder. You take 100% of the risk, and you get 30% of the return.
I wanted to know how others would react to Bogle's claims. JP Morgan Chase offers more than 100 mutual funds that charge anywhere from less than half of 1% to more than 2.5% annually.
I want to get your reaction to an example that Jack Bogle gave us, and that is that if you invest over a 50-year investing lifetime in a mutual fund, making 7% a year on average, but you're paying 2% in fee for that, that 2% will erode something like 2/3 of your gains.
So the lower fees relative to any given investment will always result in higher accumulation.
But is his example correct? I mean, it's shocking that you would be giving up 2/3 of your...
So I don't know the math behind the example.
But does it sound correct?
Citing. It sounds high.
Yo, what's up, Headband? Yeah, so if you think about it, it's like, okay, so if you do have to do your 2% on the year as well, and you're getting the 7%, so really you're just getting 5%, and then do that, you do the math, and you're like, whoa, that is a lot. And then if you think, if I just hold Bitcoin myself and invest in crypto myself and hold all the keys and hold all the risk myself, and the only risk is if I don't sell... the only risk is if I just don't sell when I'm like massively in profit. That's the risk. Or if you lose your keys or fumble on the addresses or whatever, something, I don't know. But yeah, there's all kinds of things. Noya Netta is saying, what do I think about Kaspa? I've liked Kaspa. I think Kaspa, in terms of what the fundamentals are and the tokenomics, I guess, of what I have gathered from the market is that you can mine Kaspa. It's a proof of work system. They're going to have smart contracts and things like that, or they already have launched, and you can build on Kaspa. And also... Was this? No, this was I was trying to think of the other. Casper was the other one that they were doing grants. I don't know if Caspa's doing grants as well. But, yeah, I think Caspa's due to hit 23 cents. We did some TA on it just the other day on Kaspa. If you look at Kaspa right now, I would say in terms of altcoins, it's been one of the strongest ones in this pre-bull cycle. For sure, if we can find it. Where did it go? Where is Kaspa? Kaspa. We're just like going right past it. Where is it? Kaspa. There it is. Man, we're blind. Okay. All right, well, as of right now, if you're looking at the 5-minute, Kaspa's just taking a free fall. It's just red candling right now. Is Bitcoin just going down? All right, so let's look at Kaspa on the daily. We actually think, because we've had this charted, and we said the target would be that, we get some consolidation down. We did this, and we trade down, tested up to all-time highs, and then we see that, we see here, we got a target. Here's the target. Target's 22 cents, 23 cents. Will Caspa hit $100 in 10 years? Well, that all depends on the supply and how their tokenomics are, how many people are actually investing in it and know about Caspa. Don't know. But I know in the short term, 23 cents is doable. 23 cents is pretty doable. But yeah, Caspa's had a really nice run. I mean, Caspa's had a really nice, I mean, this is a decent chart because you just got that nice uptrend, nice consolidation, up, you know, that's a good chart. You want a chart to look like that. You want a chart to look like that. All right, so let's see what's doing good right now. Me token's doing good right now. STG. All right, so let's see how Bitcoin's doing. Let's see if Bitcoin is getting back some traction here. We're gonna go to the Bitstamp chart. Look at the 15-minute. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're getting down right to that level. Looks like we're getting close to that level. Did we hit our limit order? That would be nice if we hit that order and then we don't start breaking down even more from there. But that seems like a nice level where we can hit a limit buy and bounce from there. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We're just kind of analyzing a little bit. We hope you're doing well. We hope you enjoyed the live stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we almost got this thing to 20 likes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Shout out to the Dano Dojo crew that came in and represented. You guys are amazing. And if you did not hit the like button yet, please do so before you leave. And leave your comments and thoughts down below in the comment section. I really do appreciate that. And YouTube appreciates that because when you guys are interacting on my videos and my live streams, it pushes it out to other people so they can get the replay value and they can come in the next time I do a live stream. And if you want to know when I'm doing a live stream next, all you have to do is ding the bell because then when I go live, you will get notified immediately to your phone. And also it helps YouTube let them know that you like this content. So if you're watching on the TV, hit up, right, select, and that gets the like button hit on YouTube on your fancy TV. All right, so we'll see you later today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, we go live 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. And we give you guys the most current updated crypto news and analytics and TA on your favorite coins. So that being said, we'll see you on the next one and happy trading. Peace out.